Hi, I am Tumbiko Shumba, the founder of TK Computers and Consultancy and the developer of BarEl Software. I'm the holder of the Bachelor of Business Administration degree. I believe in social change through sustainable solutions. It is an undeniable fact that the following are the order of the day in our society: crime, violence, murder, theft, juvenile delinquency, drug abuse, abortion, teenage pregnancies, early marriages, alcoholism, poverty, high population, environmental pollution, global warming. Plastic is littered almost everywhere in many places. There's poor sanitation, poor waste management, poor water management, discrimination, child labor, gender issues, obesity, malnutrition, stress, violence, education problems, health problems, poor management in private and public institutions, poor roads and transportation, unemployment, indecent jobs, corruption, tribalism, sexism, marriage breakdowns, poaching, etc. Where is our society heading to? Are we doomed for failure? Is catastrophe of magnitude proportions just around the corner? Should we turn our eyes blind or bury our heads in the sand, hoping that the problems will disappear on their own? If we are not going to do anything about these problems, then this will be a recipe for disaster for the future generation, and the posterity will not forgive us. All in all, this urgent call to action should be taken seriously. Time is not on our side. We cannot afford another day pass by without taking any corrective measure. I believe we can do it and will forever do it. Let us embrace social change. I use creative, sustainable, and long-term solutions to combat social problems. I have a higher purpose. I want to make the world a better place. I had to call myself out to do better and do something that had more impact. I fix humanity. I see the world as a place where we are all linked together. Let us help others regardless of distance. Let us help others and never give up. Let us achieve employee happiness, betterment of the world, improve things in the community, do community service, protect the environment, put values into the business, and buy things that are ethical and sustainable. I possess amazing courage. I'm a social advocate for those suffering. I am brave as I take on enormous challenges to create positive social change through sustainable solutions. Getting access to financing is one of the impediments operating in this space. To achieve my goals, I'm very passionate and persistent. I had an instinctive feeling that I would become a business owner. Furthermore, I had a deep yearning to help improve the lives of those in need. If not for my determination, persistence, and a small team of devoted volunteers and workers, TK Computers and Consultancy might not have gotten to where it is today. Great passion and strong character makes it possible for me to stick to the task when the going gets tough. Growing my business is not just about selling BarEl software or providing consultancy services. It's about changing the communities and providing hope for those in need of help. The name BarEl is derived from a biblical language. Bar means of, and El means God. We are all a creation of God. My team and I believe in the agency of solving massive problems, so much that we change the way things are done to better support people and planet alongside profit. We recognize the traditional approaches to solving social problems may not offer the creative goals they are meant to rip out by the roots. We consistently invent new ways through sustainable business models to change our world. We are among the social entrepreneurs who are leading the charge. We know that we know what we want to contribute to the world. My time in Malawi civil service and my experiences around the world as crucial learning opportunities. I began to recognize specific gaps in the NGO world, private sector, and public sector, a lack of affordable software in those sectors. I've been exposed to world poverty issues early in my life. I'm not a stranger to unemployment, poor health, poor education, business failure, poor nutrition, environmental depletion, crimes, or other social problems. By investing in the community, TK Computers and consultancy gives people a sense of ownership and a willingness to help the organization flourish. My team and I would like to bring positive change within 3 years to youth, women, and the disadvantaged in Musuzu City and Hewe, particularly Pongoro village. I wanted to impact these areas and give back. We want to achieve better education, better health, reduced unemployment, reduced poverty, reduced crime, reduced inequalities, peaceful and inclusive societies, address climate change, conserve marine resources and water bodies, protect and restore terrestrial ecosystems, and halt all biodiversity loss. We are targeting about 600 youth and other people. We collaborate with communities where we operate. We have an awesome team of partners and collaborators. We believe that it takes a village to create a successful social enterprise, and that village can sometimes come at a cost. We take advantage of local groups and free events that provide networking opportunities. We are passionate people working for both an income and a reason. We stick to values. Currently, our priority is to make TK Computers and consultancy a fully transparent organization. Everyone in our firm is fully committed and excited about the direction we are going. It's not only the right thing to do, but actually really inspiring. We thrive in full transparency and integrity. Something unique about us is that it is transparent about its costs and markups. I need to make Hewe and Muzuzu a priority for my humanitarian outreach efforts. I felt a pull to do something else. I noticed a problem that fired me up, and I wanted to help. Many people experience worse hardships. I observed people struggle through life. I become sensitive to the needs of people who are suffering. My reasons for starting a business were far from self serving. I have an innate desire to make the world a better place. Poverty is one of my greatest concerns. I give assistance where I can. I give my excess clothes to the needy. I'm a philanthropist in a small way. I've for a couple of times donated to a school for the blind and an orphan center, which are under the care of some religious groups. I, for one, started taking steps in solving the problems affecting our communities while I was still a teenager. While at school, I used to assist my fellow students who had difficulties in understanding some topics of mathematics or any subject until they mastered. I was a member of Wildlife and Environmental Society of Malawi whose objective was to protect the environment and the wildlife. It is my wish to donate zillions of items to individuals in need across the globe. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and inside me, I'm actually in the same boat as these people. Have such empathy for the sake they are caught in. Have plenty of passion and enough empathy to understand the local conditions well enough to ensure success. This is Mususu City. This is Hewe, Katumbi Traditional Authority, Bongoro Village. Bongoro Village is in Hewe, Katumbi is Traditional Authority. Mususu City and Bongoro Village are bombarded with a myriad of social problems. The majority of youth aged 15 and 20 years in Mususu City and Bongoro Village, whether in school or out of school, indulge in bad habits. This also affects to people who are older than them or those who are not older than them. You can see that the youths indulge in bad habits like drinking beer, smoking, stealing, casual sex, fighting. There's also a problem of inadequate teaching and learning materials, say that uh, 3 or 4 pupils or 5 or 6 or 10 can share a book in a class. Deforestation is another problem. People are cutting trees for charcoal as a source of income. People indulge in killing animals, they poach. This has helped to reduce the population of wildlife. Young girls are getting pregnancies, and some of them get married at a very young age. And there is also a problem of child spacing and overpopulation. You can see that a young mother has got about 5 children within a space of 5 or 6 years. Because of the problem of management of latrines or sanitation or waste management, most pupils resort to relieving themselves outside the latrines at a school. As a result, or consequently, most pupils or the community contract waterborne diseases, and they end up being admitted to hospital. Some of them die, and you can see that funerals are just everywhere. Performance in most of these schools is very poor. You can see that there is a problem of poor performance in mathematics, English, and other science subjects. The community is bombarded with poverty. You can see this old woman living in a squalid hut or environment. You can also see that this man is engaged in an indecent job or work, very taxing job. The community is bombarded with poverty. You can see it is as if money is flying away, is being blown away by the wind. The community cannot catch the money. It's just very difficult just because of the condition in which they are. There is a problem of transport at health facilities to refer patients to uh, district hospitals or regional hospitals. As a result, many patients die, and you can see that people almost every day they're attending funerals. There's a problem of management of water, so that the taps often run dry. This could be because of a lack of maintenance, lack of maintenance, because they don't have money to buy or to fix the problems. They don't have the money to buy parts for fixing the taps or to pay for the maintenance costs. Uh, this forces women or other people to draw water from rivers where some people relieve themselves, where some people relieve themselves. As a result, people contract waterborne diseases, and they are often hospitalized, and some of them end up dying. The solution to these problems is better education, better health, employment, reduce crime, reduce poverty, reduce inequalities, peaceful and inclusive societies, address climate change, conserve marine resources and water bodies, protect and restore terrestrial ecosystems, and halt all biodiversity loss. Uh, as a result, there'll be no more death due to failure to providing transport to referral hospitals. There will be no more water problems, juvenile delinquency, and crimes committed by youth will be reduced. Uh, youth and other people will be employed in decent jobs. They start businesses and make profits, hence poverty is reduced. You see, they are getting a lot of money now. The standard of living has improved. They are engaged in decent jobs. Some are working in offices, others are doctors or nurses. They are living in better houses. Performance at school has improved tremendously in terms of has improved tremendously in subjects like mathematics and English. The population growth has reduced, environment is protected, and the population of wildlife has improved, and there's no fear of animals becoming extinct. More people are educated now. You can see they are graduating at universities. With this, the following goals will be attained. The Sustainable Development Goal number 1, end poverty in all its forms everywhere. Sustainable Development 2, end hunger, achieve food security. You can see that hunger is yeah, you can see that poverty has been reduced. Hunger has been reduced as a result. SDG 3, healthy people now are in these communities. Education has improved, equitable and quality education. the proportion of youth and adults with information and communication technology has increased. But there's high participation rate of youth and adults in formal and non-formal education. There is an achievement of gender equality and empowerment of women and girls. There is an improved water and sanitation management, achievement of sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. There is a improved weather condition. The adverse effects of climate change have been reversed and addressed. Water bodies like rivers, streams, lakes are conserved. Terrestrial ecosystems have been restored, like forests, and the threat of desertification has been reduced. And finally, there is a peaceful and inclusive society. In fact, this is achieved using the following business models: the hiring model, whereby those people who could not have found employment are employed by our organization. There is an entrepreneurship support model, whereby we support businesses through consulting services, training, business supporting, and we also help communities to have clean and safe drinking water. We support the non-profits as well as the individuals who are in need. We also employ the 1-for-1 model, or version, whereby when we get a certain percentage of revenue, we a certain percentage of profit, we donate a certain percentage of profits. We also help the needy students, we buy them uniforms, and we at times give them donations of cash. We also help uh, in promoting uh, in promoting environmental activities. Uh, we have partners and our customers, which are like the Hope Schools, the Youth and Society, the National Bank. We also assist some of the institutions and some religious organizations, like the Kwendeni School for the Blind under the CCP Synod of Livingstonia. We also assist the charity of missionaries. Thank you very much.